We're back with Dr. Hank Wu, an inventor of 5 issued and numerous pending patents, and the founder and CEO of Cellular Bioengineering, Inc.
Dr. Wu, can you tell us a little bit more about what this chip actually is going to be used for the layman?
Sure. I think this chip has many potential applications. One, I think the ability to allow nerves to grow and nerves from the human body to grow on an external surface is a very significant step forward. And secondly, to allow these nerves to grow in very specific patterns on the surface of a chip has major implications. Ultimately, I think it is conceivable that one may be able to create what I call an external hard drive, if you will, for the human brain. So imagine if you have a computer, you have a laptop, or you have a desktop, and you have an external hard drive that backs up all your data, basically. Well, it is conceivable that if we can grow neuronal cells from the memory cortex on chips, that it is possible to be able to really advance the storage of human memory onto external devices that can help us, remember those, wonderful experiences and memories that are stored, deep inside our brains.
Could you have memories from someone else at that point? Hook up the chip from someone else's memory to you?
Wow, Evan, that's a really good question. You should think about becoming an inventor. That's really a smart question.
Right.
I think initially our focus and application is really to look at, a couple of areas. One, for example, is Alzheimer's. As people age, they tend to have a problem losing short-term memory, but not long-term memory. And that may be an area we could have an impact. And secondly, when we look at traumatic injuries that involves either the brain or the spinal cord, I think the ability to be able to generate nerves and to be able to make them grow in very specific directions could have huge impact in restoring function in those areas.
It'd be interesting if somebody has maybe amnesia or so, you can erase the negative memories that they have and put positive ones in there. Or actually almost be able to train somebody in a much quicker and more efficient manner. That would be interesting.
So congratulations on your award from the R&D magazine. How has this helped your company to further your studies?
Well, the R&D 100 award was a real honor, I think, for our team members, for our scientists, and for the company, and also I think really for Hawaii. We were very surprised and pleasantly surprised. Basically, R&D magazine every year for the last 40-some years, they select 100 technologies that are considered the most technologically significant in the country that will really have an impact for the future. So, for example, past winners for the R&D 100 awards have included innovations such as the artificial kidney, the fax machine, the ATM, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's really a recognition by really folks we never met before. 50 judges across the country. We actually don't know who they are. That our technology, the Neuromatrix chip, is considered one of the most innovative in the nation. So I think it brings a level of recognition and validation that's really nice to have as a startup company.
How did you become interested in this type of life sciences?
Well, I guess by my training as a surgeon, as a physician and orthopedic surgeon, I think my interest has always been in life sciences and health and medical care.
Did you always think that you were going to be a doctor when you were really little?
Well, first it was fireman, then astronaut, but I was always intrigued by the human body, how it works. And I thought it was really really a privilege to be able to look inside and understand, if you will, sort of the workings of the human body and the human mind.
Let's talk a little bit about social mission then, because it seems like Cellular Bioengineering has an interesting social mission. Can you go over that a little bit about what the overall mission of your company is?
Evan, that's a really good question. In fact, it is the social mission which compelled us to start Cellular Bioengineering in the first place. Right? It was really the fact that there's more than 10 million people in the world who are blind and who would really literally never have a chance to see, that we say, hey, this is something that needs to be solved, basically. And can we solve that problem, with using technology, basically? And so we believe fundamentally, if we're successful with our development on the bioengineering of the human cornea and on our development of the regeneration of human nerves, we can make a significant humanitarian impact, in the world. As part of our belief system as a company and in terms of our culture, because I think every company has a culture, we are in the process of establishing a nonprofit organization as well, so that once we're successful with the development of our bioengineered cornea, we would actually be donating X numbers every year to those who otherwise would not be able to afford it from developing countries, basically. And we think that that is something really important as part of our cause, as part of our mission. So basically, as a company, as a culture, yes, we would continue to advance those technologies that would have an impact on the quality of human life. We would never get into a business of whether it's alcohol or tobacco and the likes. It's really a choice that we're making here.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.